We built a border out of blankets and books, and filled it with secrets and soft, lingering looks. In the glow of a land, we were giants of grace, the king and the queen of our own private space. You traced the tattoos on my arm with your thumb, making the noise of the city go numb. No maps and no borders, just skin against skin, in the beautiful circle where you and I begin. But the walls are all crumbling, the ceiling is gone. I'm standing in ruins at the break of the dawn. Our little world shattered, it fell to the floor, and I'm left with the key to a ghost bolted door. I'm crying for empires we built in the dark. Now I'm just a shadow of a dying spark. The air is too big and the sky is too wide, since the day that my little world withered and died. It's so lonely out here. I remember the kitchen, the steam from the tea, and the way that you whispered you were happy with me. We didn't need millions, we didn't need fame, just a four-walled heaven and the sound of your name. You were the sun in my window, the rain on my roof, of a love that was holy and bulletproof. I'd shrink the whole universe down to a spark, just to stay in our little world out in the dark. But the walls are all crumbling, the ceiling is gone. I'm standing in ruins at the break of the dawn. Our little world shattered, it fell to the floor, and I'm left with the key to a ghost bolted door. I'm crying for empires we built in the dark. Now I'm just a shadow of a dying spark. The air is too big and the sky is too wide, since the day that my little world withered and died. If I could crawl back to the fort that we made, to the safety of silence and the cool of the shade, I'd never look outward, I'd never look back. I'd stay in the glow of the love that we track. You were my country, my language, my life. Now the cold wind is blowing through the gap in the hall, and I'm watching the dust of our memories fall. My eyes are so swollen, my throat is so dry. I'm a bird without wings in a limitless sky. I wanna go home, but the home isn't there. Just the scent of your ghost in the cold, empty air. My little world, it's gone. I'm mixing up a potion made of lavender and light. The way you used to hold me in the middle of the night. I'm wrapping up the memories of the roses by the bed, and every sweet I love you that your gentle spirit said. You were the only medicine that ever reached the bone, the warmest kind of sanctuary I have ever known. Your touch was like a healing balm, a soft and silver thread, mending every shadow that was dancing in my head. But there's no such thing as a broken heart remedy, no magic spell to take away this ghost you made of me. I'm searching through the bottles for a way to stop the rain, but every shelf is empty and I'm drowning in the pain. I've tried to brew the silence, I've tried to cauterize the soul, but there's a jagged emptiness where you once made me whole. The tears are falling in the cup of bitter salty sea. God, there's no such thing as a broken heart remedy. I remember how you'd kiss me just to cure a heavy day, and how the world would brighten when you looked my way. We were a miracle of chemistry, a golden glowing spark, the only thing that kept me from the cold and from the dark. I'd give up every sunrise just to feel your steady pulse and find the quiet rhythm that would make me something else. You were the doctor of my dreams, the master of my breath, the only kind of loving that could cheat a lonely death. But there's no such thing as a broken heart remedy, no magic spell to take away this ghost you've made of me. I'm searching through the bottles for a way to stop the rain, but every shelf is empty and I'm drowning in the pain. I've tried to brew the silence, I've tried to cauterize the soul, but there's a jagged emptiness where you once made me whole. The tears are falling in the cup of bitter salty sea. God, there's no such thing as a broken heart remedy. If I could distill the summer of that first October night, when we were wrapped in velvet and the stars were burning bright, I'd keep it in a locket, I'd wear it like a shield, until the day this hollow chest is finally truly healed. The glass is on the floor now, shattered into dust, turning all our chemistry to iron and to rust. My hands are shaking, bleeding as I try to pick it up, but there's nothing left to swallow in this poison empty cup. The remedy is you, and you're never coming back. I'm staring at the mirror, at a heart that's turning black. It hurts so much, it hurts so much to breathe. I'm still looking for the cure you didn't leave. No remedy. No remedy at all.
In a city of 8 million, I found the only set of eyes that could see the hidden map behind my cleverest disguise. We were tucked inside a subway car, a universe of two, while the silver tracks were humming songs of everything we do. You traced the skyline on my skin with a soft and steady hand, building us a tower that the world could never understand. The concrete felt like gardens and the sirens sounded sweet. As long as I was breathing in the rhythm of your heartbeat. But there are 8 million stories, and ours had to reach the end. Now I'm just a broken page, the time will never mend. I'm walking through the masses, feeling ghost-white and alone, in the tallest, brightest city that I've ever never known. My tears are falling heavy on the cold and crowded street, tripping over memories of the life we won't complete. 8 million strangers passing, and I'm looking for your face, but you're just a hollow echo in a loud and empty space. I remember that rooftop where we watched the bridges glow, and you swore you'd never let the fire of our spirits go. You called me your only, your center and your home, the reason you were glad we weren't wandering alone. We shared a single cigarette and 1,000 future dreams, sewing up the city with our love along the seams. You were the only story in the book I cared to read, the only soul in 8 million that I'd ever really need. But there are 8 million stories, and ours had to reach the end. Now I'm just a broken page, the time will never mend. I'm walking through the masses, feeling ghost-white and alone, in the tallest, brightest city that I've ever never known. My tears are falling heavy on the cold and crowded street, tripping over memories of the life we won't complete. 8 million strangers passing, and I'm looking for your face, but you're just a hollow echo in a loud and empty space. In a If I could sift through every heartbeat, every breath and every soul, I'd find the pieces of the us that used to make me whole. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles on these avenues of stone, just to find the version of you that I used to call my own. The lights are coming on now, but they don't look like yours, just cold electric minders of the closing of the doors. My eyes are blurred and stinging as the crowd begins to swell, locked inside the ending of the story I can't tell. 8 million people, and not one The amber light is dancing in the hollow of your glass. I'm memorizing every second. But where you lean into me like a flower to the heat. Makes the rhythm of this crowded bar feel heavy and so sweet. Your hand is warm in mine, a familiar steady weight as we toast to every I love you that brought us to this gate. But this is the last drink, the bottom of the well, the final drop of heaven before a lonely kind of hell. The ice is melting down into a puddle of regret, while I try to find a version of the night I can't forget. The bitter sting of swallow is the only thing that's true, as I realize I'm drinking to a ghost that looks like you. It's burning in my throat, it's tearing me apart. The last drop of the liquid that was keeping up my heart. Do you remember that first summer? Champagne in the rain. We laughed until our lungs gave out and numbed every pain. You tasted like the vineyard, like the promise of the vine. And I was drunk on nothing but the fact that you were mine. Let's have one more soft moment, one more vintage memory, before the world steps back in and takes you away from me. But this is the last drink, the bottom of the well, the final drop of heaven before a lonely kind of hell. The ice is melting down into a puddle of regret, while I try to find a version of the night I can't forget. The bitter sting of swallow is the only thing that's true, as I realize I'm drinking to a ghost that looks like you. It's burning in my throat, it's tearing me apart. The last drop of the liquid that was keeping up my heart. If I could distill the way you look beneath these neon lights, I'd bottle it and save it for the coldest of my nights. I'd breathe you in like wood smoke, I'd keep you on my tongue, a song of pure devotion that we've only just begun. The bartender is calling, the lights are turning high, and I'm staring at the empty glass, prepared to say goodbye. The salt is on the rim, or maybe it's just on my face, as I watch you turn to leave this dark and hollow place. One last sip of sorrow, one last tear for us, turning all our gold and wine to silver and to dust. It's empty now. Yeah, it's empty now. The last drink.
Piano's humming softly, like the way you used to breathe, when you lay your head upon me and the world would finally leave. I'm writing down the chords that feel like sunlight on your hair, creating melodies from all the ribbons that you'd wear. Every note is a confession, every lyric is a kiss. I'm building us a monument of everything I miss. Your love a golden rising tide. The only song I ever wanted, singing deep inside.
But the music's turning jagged, and the strings begin to break. I'm screaming through the verses for a love I can't retain. I'm letting out the sorrow that my heart can't hold no more. Spilling all the salt and ink upon the studio floor. Listen to the wood cry.
Listen to the hollow ring.
This is what it sounds like
when a spirit tries to sing.
and whipping in the treble.
I'm dying in the bass,
Trying to find the harmony of your vanished face.
let the song cry, let it cry for me.
I remember how we danced without a rhythm or a beat. Just the friction of our pulses and the city's summer heat. You were the lyrics to my life, the poem in my veins, the gentle rain that washed away the dust of all my pains.
I'd play 1,000 shows just to see you in the crowd, standing there so beautiful, so quiet and so proud. We were a masterpiece in motion, a record spinning slow, the sweetest kind of magic that a soul could ever know.
But now the needle's scratching and the record's warped and cold, and I'm holding on to stories that'll never more be told. I'm letting out the sorrow that my heart can't hold no more. Spilling all the salt and ink upon the studio floor. Listen to the wood cry.
Listen to the hollow ring.
This is what it sounds like
when a spirit tries to
I'm
sing.
screaming in the treble.
I'm dying in the bass,
Trying to find the harmony of your vanished face. If I could hit a high note that would reach you in the stars and heal the jagged edges of these heavy silver scars, I'd sing until the sun came up. I'd sing until I'm blind, just to keep the ghost of you alive inside my mind.
final chord is fading and the room is turning black. There's no amount of music that can ever bring you back. The tears are falling on the keys, they're out of tune and wet, for the song of us that isn't quite finished with me yet. It's a long, low whistle, a funeral for the heart. I'm watching every melody just fall and drift apart.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of the end. It's just a song crying, song crying.
Song cry, song cry, song cry, song end, song cry, song cry,
I remember the way you pulled me in when the world began to shake, like you were the only bridge that a storm could never break. You trace the lines upon my face and say they looked like gold, a story of 1,000 years that we both lived to unfold. Your hand was like a compass, always pointing me toward home. The only warmth I ever felt in the freezing white unknown. We were a fortress made of whispers, a cathedral built on breath, defying every shadow and the cold approach of death. But now I'm standing in the wreckage where our pillars used to be, and the forever that you promised is a ghost I'll never see. Everyone tells me to stay strong, to keep my head above the tide, but they don't see the hollow space where I've withered up inside. My tears are falling heavy on the shoes you used to wear, reaching out for fingers that are no longer really there. I'm tired of being brave, I'm tired of holding on the line, when the only thing that made me strong was your heart against mine. How can I stay strong when I'm barely alive? I still see the kitchen light on the night we danced until 3, and you swore that you would never be or was or used to be. You were the iron in my blood, the steady anchor in the gale, the only wind that ever managed to fill my tattered sail. I give up every victory, every trophy, every prize, just to see the morning sun reflected in your honest eyes. You were the mountain I could lean on, the shelter from the rain, the beautiful anesthetic for a lifetime of pure pain. But the mountain turned to dust, and the shelter's blown away, and I'm shivering in the silence of a cold and winter day. Everyone tells me to stay strong, to keep my head above the tide, but they don't see the hollow space where I've withered up inside. My tears are falling heavy on the shoes you used to wear, reaching out for fingers that are no longer really there. I'm tired of being brave, I'm tired of holding on the line, when the only thing that made me strong was your heart against mine. If I could find the strength you saw, I'd use it all to bring you back, to fill the gray horizon and to mend the silver crack. I'd be the hero of the story that you started in your sleep, and find the secret promises that you meant for us to keep. But the mask is stark.
can't find it anymore. The salt is on my lashes, and the ache is in my bone. I never knew that being strong meant being this alone. What can I do? I'm finally breaking. I can't stay strong. I can't stay strong. Stay The moonlight is tracing the curve of your hand. Like ink on a page only we understand. You whispered forever against my cold skin. And I let the warmth of your promises in. The smell of your sweater, the way that you laugh. It's the only map that I have on my path. But the bed is a desert where I'm left to die, under the weight of a hollow goodbye. I'm begging the shadows to take back the light, to give me 1 second of you frozen world looking for a dead sun. My cheeks are stained salty, the inks run away. There's nothing but gray at the end of the day. So please, if you loved me, just weep for the end. Cry for the lover you can't call a friend. Cry for me. Just cry for me. Cry for me. Just cry for me. Cry for me. I still see your name light up like a star in the dark. The way your goodnight text used to leave a golden spark. I remember the hours we'd spend on the line, tracing the future, and whispered your mind.
Your voice was the velvet that covered my fears, the sweetest vibration I felt in my ears. I'd press the phone close just to feel you were near. The only music I ever wanted to hear.
But now I'm just a
language that we speak don't need a single word. It's the softest conversation that I've ever heard. Your fingertips are reading me like braille across my back, filling in the empty spaces, mending every crack. The way your breath hitches when I pull you close and tight. We're writing out a symphony in the middle of the night. Every muscle, every motion is a confession of the soul. Two halves of something broken, finally becoming whole.
But now my skin is screaming for a ghost it cannot touch. I never knew that being known could hurt me quite this much. My arms are heavy anchors, pulling me into the deep, holding on to shadows while the rest of the world's asleep.
The bed is wide and freezing, a map of where you've been. I'm a stranger to the silence living underneath my skin.
I'm reaching out for warmth, but I'm only grabbing air.
And the ache is more than any human heart should have to bear. I remember how your pulse would dance against my own, the most beautiful vibration that I've ever known. We were a tangled masterpiece of heat and silver light, defying every law of gravity throughout the night.
Your skin felt like a homecoming, a place where I belonged, a physical reminder that the world wasn't always wrong. Just the tilt of your shoulder, the curve of your neck, keeping all my demons and my darknesses in check.
But now my skin is screaming for a ghost it cannot touch. I never knew that being known could hurt me quite this much. My arms are heavy anchors, pulling me into the deep, holding on to shadows while the rest of the world's asleep.
The bed is wide and freezing,
A map of where you've been. I'm a stranger to the silence living underneath my skin. I'm reaching out for warmth, but I'm only grabbing air. And the ache is more than any human heart should have to bear.
If I could press my ear against the memory of your chest and find the quiet rhythm where my worries used to rest, I'd memorize the tension, the surrender and the grace, until I'm lost forever in that holy hidden place. Now the body talk is over, there's nothing left to say. I'm watching all the color in my muscles turn to gray. My hands are shaking hollow as I trace where you would lie. And the salt from all my weeping is the only thing that's dry. I'm shivering, I'm naked, I'm ruined by the lack of the only arms that ever knew the way to hold me back. It's just a lonely echo, a tremor in the dark. I'm just a dying fire looking for a single spark. My body misses you, that the two of us had built. Your breath against my shoulder is the only heat I need, the rarest kind of fire that a lonely heart can feed. But the embers are dying and the ice is moving in, and I'm shivering from the hollow in this underneath my skin. It's so cold at night without the weight of your hand, like an endless winter across a barren land. I'm reaching for the pillow where your scent used to stay, but the frost is moving upward to chase the ghost away. The air is like a blade and the silence is a scream. I'm freezing in the wreckage of a midsummer dream. It's so cold. God, it's so cold. I remember the July when we slept on top of the sheets, and the air was a fever rising up from the streets. You tasted like honey and the salt of the sea, and the world felt so small when you were tangled in me. We didn't need a fire, we were burning on our own, the brightest constellation that the sky had ever shown. I'd trade every tomorrow just to feel that summer skin and let the warmth of your always finally begin. But the windows are rattling and the snow is piling high, and I'm watching every memory begin to freeze and die. It's so cold at night without the weight of your high, like an endless winter across a barren land. I'm reaching for the pillow where your scent used to stay, but the frost is moving upward to chase the ghost away. The air is like a blade and the silence is a scream. I'm freezing in the wreckage of a midsummer dream. If I close my eyes tight, I can still feel the glow of the way you used to love me before the heavy snow. I'm huddling in the corner of the love we used to share, pretending that the heat of you is lingering in the air. But my breath is a cloud in the center of the room, and the moonlight is as lonely as a flower in a tomb. The tears on my cheeks are turning into stone. I never knew a person could feel this you alone. The blankets are heavy, but they don't do a thing. I'm waiting for a spring that I know you'll never bring. I'm shaking, I'm breaking, I'm turning into blue. Everything is winter since I lost the sun in you. It's so cold at night. It's so cold at night. I'm carving out a corner of my soul to keep you in, right beneath the surface, tucked away behind the skin. I remember how the street lamps turned your hair to spun gold thread, and the way you took the gravity from every word I said. We were a quiet revolution, a secret made of light, building a cathedral in the middle of the night. If I could freeze the universe, I'd stop it on the day you looked at me and whispered, the that you'd never go away. But the calendars are turning and the ink is getting thin, and I'm terrified of losing where your memories begin. I'm screaming at the silence, I'm pleading with the sky. Don't let the fire flicker, don't you let the image die. My heart is just a room where all the lights are burning low, because I'm scared if I stop crying and I'll have to let you go. Don't forget the way we felt, don't forget the name. Don't let me be a shadow in a broken picture frame. Don't forget me.
There's a park bench in the city where our ghosts are sitting still, watching winter fade away behind the houses on the hill. You used to tuck your freezing hands inside my heavy coat and leave those little I love yous on a crumpled yellow note. The way you smell like cedar wood and lavender and rain was the only medicine I found to cure a lifetime's worth of pain. You were the anchor in the ocean, the North Star in the dark, the only thing that ever left a permanent gold mark.
But the labels are all fading and the pages start to tear, and I'm reaching for a ghost who isn't really standing there. I'm screaming at the silence, I'm pleading with the sky. Don't let the fire flicker, don't you let the image die. My heart is just a room where all the lights are burning low, because I'm scared if I stop crying I'll have to let you go. Don't forget the way we felt, don't forget the name. Don't let me be a shadow in a broken picture frame.
Love is just a story that we tell until the end. Then you're the only chapter that I never want to mend. I'd live 1,000 lifetimes in the wreckage of our past, just to feel that one sweet second that we swore would always last.
The salt is stinging on my lips, my eyes are red and blurred. Every passing moment feels a little more absurd. The world keeps spinning, pulling us further out of sync, leaving me alone here on the edge, afraid to even think. Hold on to a piece of us, keep it safe and warm. Don't let the coming years erase the beauty in the storm. I'm begging through these tears as the past begins to blur. Promise you'll hold on, promise you'll remember her. Don't forget. Please don't forget. Don't forget. Please don't forget.
I was running on empty in a world that never cared, until I found the secret light and the oxygen we shared. You saw the champion in me when the stadium was dark, fanning every ember till you found a living spark. You kissed the bruises on my soul and you called them warrior pain. When the rest of them were mocking, you were whispering my name. We were two against the masses, building heaven in the dust, with a kingdom made of nothing but our absolute pure trust. But the world is a giant that I wasn't meant to beat, and now I'm just a memory on a cold and lonely street. I'm the underdog who lost it all, the one who couldn't stay, watching every dream we built just crumble and decay. My tears are hidden concrete where I thought we'd plant our tree, and now there's nothing but the ghost of who you wanted me to be. I'm down for the count now, I'm bleeding on the floor, begging for a second chance that's not coming anymore. I'm just a loser in love. I remember how you cheered for me from the front row of my life, cutting through the bitterness like a warm and silver knife. You swore that we were giants, that we'd rise above the noise, finding all our melody in the chaos and the boys. I felt like I could fly because you held a safety net, the only person in the world who hadn't walked out yet. We were a beautiful long shot, a gamble on a heart, the perfect kind of ending that I never thought would part. But the world is a giant that I wasn't meant to beat, and now I'm just a memory on a cold and lonely street. I'm the underdog who lost it all, the one who couldn't stay, watching every dream we built just crumble and decay. My tears are hidden concrete where I thought we'd plant our tree, and now there's nothing but the ghost of who you wanted me to be. I'm down for the count now, I'm bleeding on the floor, begging for a second chance that's not coming anymore. If I could win just one more round, I'd win it all for you, to prove that everything you saw was beautiful and true. I'd climb the highest mountain just to shout your name aloud, and be the only silver lining in your heavy summer cloud. But the referee is counting, and the lights are growing dim, and I'm drowning in a sorrow that I can't begin to swim. My eyes are blurred with salt and shame, I'm shaking and I'm small, the underdog who finally took the heart shaking in the dark. I'm just a dying ember looking for a finished spark. I'm sorry I wasn't enough. I'm sorry I lost us, the underdog. I remember the gold of the afternoon sun, when our life was a story that had just begun. You held me so close on the edge of the pier and whispered that heaven was right with me here. We spoke of a cottage with windows of blue, where the days would be long and the world would be new. Every touch was a promise, every look was a light, tracing the path of our souls through the night. But now you're standing on the other side, where the river is deep and the valley is wide. I'm reaching through shadows, I'm calling your name, but the wind only answers by fanning the flame. My heart is a bridge that is broken in two, still trying to carry me over to you. The salt in my eyes makes the world look so blurred. I'm dying in silence for one more song word. On the other side, you're on the other side. Do you remember the garden we planted in May? You said that the lilies would lead us the way. I still feel your heartbeat, a steady refrain, a beautiful shield from the cold and the rain. We were two halves of a locket, a secret kept tight, basking in love like a warm summer light. I give up my breath just to stand in your glow, to the most beautiful person I'll ever know. But now you're standing on the other side, where the river is deep and the valley is wide. I'm reaching through shadows, I'm calling your name, but the wind only answers by fanning the flame. My heart is a bridge that is broken in two, still trying to carry me over to you. The salt in my eyes makes the world look so blurred. I'm dying in silence for one more soft word.
Love is a map, then I'll follow the trail through the dark of the forest and the bite of the gale. I'll find the horizon where the sky meets the sea,
Where I know you are waiting to come back to me. But the fog is so thick and the water is black, and I know in my soul that there's no turning back. My knees hit the shoreline, I'm shivering and small, watching the ghost of our always start to fall. The tears are a river, a lonely divide between the life that I live and the love that has died. I'm still on this bank and you're over there, tossing my prayers to the cold empty I'll see you. I've kept the porch light burning since the day you had to go, watching for your shadow in the rhythm of the snow. I still buy the coffee that you like to drink at dawn, mapping out the kitchen where your footsteps used to fall. You're the melody that's sleeping in the hollow of my chest, the only place this restless heart has ever found its rest. I count every grain of sand across the ocean floor, just to hear you keep turning the lock of our front door. But the clock is just a hammer hitting nails into the day, and I'm watching every youthful year begin to turn to gray. I'm waiting for a train that left the station years ago, buried in the silence of the things I'll never know. Till the tears run dry. I remember how you promised that no distance was too far, that you'd find me by the light of every single silver star. Your letters are my Bible, I read them till they frayed, feeling how your spirit used to chase the cold away. We were two halves of a compass, always pointing to the heart, swearing that the world could never tear our lives apart. I can still feel your heartbeat when I press my eyes shut tight, wrapped in the soft memory of a warm and summer night. But the ink is turning yellow and the stars are burning out, and I'm drowning in the ocean of a terrifying doubt. I'm waiting for a train that left the station years ago. I'm buried in the silence of the things I'll never know. Then I'll meet you at the start, with nothing but our love to keep the shadows all apart. I'd wait 1,000 centuries in this quiet, empty room, just to see the garden of our love begin to bloom. The seasons are just ghosts now, drifting past the window pane. Calling out your name into the middle of the rain. My voice is getting thinner and my hair is turning white, still sitting by the window in the middle of the night. The tears are falling steady on the letter in my hand, a map to a kingdom made of nothing more than sand. I'm still here, I'm still waiting. you, darling, till the breaking of the dawn.
The amber glow is washing down like gold upon the street, and I'm watching how the pavement turns to velvet beneath your feet. You're leaning on the iron post, laughing at the stars, while the world is just a blur of passing yellow lights and cars. You pull me in so close, I feel the rhythm of your heart, swearing that the city lines could never keep us apart. In this circle of the lamplight, we're the only ones alive, a beautiful religion that we've managed to survive.
But the ball begins to flicker and the shadows start to grow, and I'm standing in the dark watching the only person I know go.
The street lights are just tombstones lighting up the way you left, leaving me a witness to a quiet holy theft.
I'm crying on the neon, but the rain is washing out the glare, reaching for a silhouette that isn't really there.
Every block is haunted, every corner is a sting. I'm just a lonely bird with a broken-hearted wing. Oh, these streetlights, they saw everything.
I remember when we used to race the shadows to the door, finding magic in the places we had never been before. You kissed me on the crosswalk while the signal flashed to wait, like you were trying to negotiate a bargain with our fate. Your face was bathed in silver, like a vision or a prayer, with the scent of rain and wood smoke hanging heavy in your hair. We were a glowing masterpiece, a fire in the cold, the brightest story that the city's sidewalks
and my soul is feeling old, watching all the silver turn to gray instead of gold, just to walk home alone, walking through the ghost of the light we used to own. Don't let the light go out. It's already gone. Street lights.
We're sipping liquid diamonds from a heavy crystal glass, watching all the common world and lonely hours pass. You draped a string of pearls around the hollow of my throat, and we're sailing toward the sunset on a white and gilded boat. Your velvet blazer brushes mine, the scent of expensive dreams. Our love is stitched in silver thread along the designer seams. I'd trade the crown of every king for the way you look at me. Two golden icons drifting on a calm and private sea. But the gold is getting heavy and it's pulling us apart. You can't buy a remedy for a hollow breaking heart. We're just two rich sinners in a house of cold white stone, surrounded by the finest things, and yet so damn alone. My tears are falling silently on the marble of the floor, while I wait for a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. We have everything we wanted, but we lost the thing we need. Watching our beautiful garden turn to a garden of greed. It's a tragedy and sin. We're just rich sinners. I remember when we shared a crust of bread in the pouring rain, before the weight of all this wealth had numbed the sweet refrain. Your touch was worth a billion, your laugh was pure and rare, back when the only thing we owned was the electricity in the air. I give back every mansion, every car and every ring, just to hear the simple, honest song your heart used to sing. We were rich in the shadows, we were wealthy in the dark, when love was the only fire and we didn't need the spark. But the gold is getting heavy and it's pulling us apart.
spend every last inheritance on the way our lives were meant. I'd wrap myself in your old coat and feel the honest heat before we turned our love into a cold and ledger sheet. The chandelier is flickering, the wine is turned to gold, and I'm standing in a ballroom that's far too big and tall. My eyes are red and puffy, and the jewelry feels like chains, as the ghost of who we used to be is all that now remains. We're wealthy in our sorrow, we're millionaires of grief. There's no treasure in the world that can offer this relief. Just two rich sinners crying in the dark. What's the price of a heart? Rich sinners. The moonlight is peeling the world from our skin. Where your touch is and where I begin. No silk and no velvet, just salt in the heat. The rhythm of two hearts in perfect retreat. You trace every scar with a thumb made of grace, finding the heaven in this hallowed space. Open and steady, I'm finally known. A kingdom of soft skin you claim as your own. But now I am naked in a much colder way, stripped of the armor that got me through day. You took every secret, you broke every seal, and left me with nothing but the power to feel. I'm standing here shaking, no place left to hide, with a hole in your chest where you used to reside. The tears are the only thing covering me now. I gave you my soul, but you broke every vow. I remember the weight of your head on my chest, the only square inch where my mind found its rest. We were raw, we were honest, we were beautifully bare. The scent of your skin was the breath in my air. I didn't need diamonds, I didn't need gold, just the warmth of your spirit to have and to hold. We were two silver threads in a tapestry spun, basking naked and braving the glow of the sun. But the sun went away, and the to that bed, to the sweet quiet prayers that we whispered and said. I choose to be vulnerable, I choose to be seen, to live in the spaces that exist in between. Because loving you purely was worth every cost, even if us is a paradise lost. Now I'm just a body, shivering and worn, a ghost in the mirror, in the middle of night. The salt on my lashes is starting to sting. I'm a bird with no feathers who's trying to sing. I'm naked, I'm empty, I'm hollowed by you, watching the gray wash away all the blue. Just a heart on a sleeve that's been ripped at the seam, waking up naked from a beautiful dream.
You promised we were fruit upon a slow-growing vine, that the stars would take the places and eventually align. We spent our summer nights mapping the freckles on your skin, waiting for the moment that our real life would begin. In due time you'd whisper as you kissed my tired eyes, underneath the velvet of the deepening purple skies. I believed in every second, every hour, every day, that the universe was carving out a perfect golden way. But the due time came and it took you far away. Now I'm counting all the minutes of a cold and hollow day. The clock on the wall is a heartbeat made of lead, reminding me of all the things we never quite got said. I'm drowning in the waiting, I'm shivering in the hall, watching all our Sundays start to crumble and to fall. My tears are hitting floorboards where we said we'd build a home, in a future that's a desert where I'm wandering alone. I'm out of time, I'm out of time. I remember how you'd hold me when the world felt rushed and loud, finding us a silver lining in every heavy cloud. You said the best of things are worth the wait and worth the ache, that our love was like a mountain that no storm could ever shake. We'd grow old in the garden with the seasons on our side, with no more secrets left to keep and no more tears to hide. I could feel the forever in the warmth of your embrace, a masterpiece of patience written on your honest face. But the due time came and it took you far away. Now I'm counting all the minutes of a cold and hollow day. The clock on the wall is a heartbeat made of lead, reminding me of all the things we never quite got said. I'm drowning in the waiting, I'm shivering in the hall, watching all our somedays start to crumble and to fall. My tears are hitting floorboards where we said we'd build a home, in a future that's a desert where I'm wandering alone. If I could turn the gears back to the spring of not yet, before the sun of everything we wanted finally set, I'd live inside the waiting, I'd live inside the dream, where we were still a rhythm and not a drying stream. Now the time is right, but it didn't bring you home. It just brought a silence that's chilled me to the bone. I'm looking at my shadow, wondering where you are, beyond the reach of morning and the furthest silver star. The salt is on my pillow and the world is moving slow, but I got nowhere left for all this waiting to go. In due time, I'll stop crying. In due time, I'll be free. But today I'm just dying, waiting for a ghost that's no longer mine. In due time.
You wrote our names in steam upon the bathroom glass, and swore the seasons of our love would never ever pass. You bought a ring of silver and you placed it on my hand, building us a kingdom out of gold and coastal sand. The way you looked at me was like a prayer inside a shrine, a holy kind of certainty that you were only mine. We stayed up until sunrise just to watch the world turn new, and every breath I took was just a way of reaching you.
But the silver's turning black and the sand is washing out, and the forever that you promised is a ghost I scream about. I'm staring at the wreckage
of the words you didn't keep, all the secrets that you buried make it far too hard to sleep.
The ink is running down the page, a river of regret for the versions of our future that I haven't finished yet. I'm choking on the always and the never and the please, falling to the pavement on my cold and shaking knees. I still can feel the phantom of your promised me a garden where the lilies never die, a house upon a hilltop that was closer to the sky. We rolled in the kitchen, dancing slow to radio songs, correcting every sorrow, righting all the heavy wrongs. But the garden is a graveyard, and the hilltop's out of sight, and I'm shivering all in the middle of the night. I'm staring at the wreckage of the words you didn't keep, while the secrets that you buried make it far too hard to sleep. The ink is running down the page, a river of regret for the versions of our future that I haven't finished yet. I'm choking on the always and the never and the please, falling to the pavement on my cold and shaking knees. If I close my eyes, I'm back there in the glow of your embrace, tracing every line of love upon your honest face. I believed in every whisper, every darling don't you cry. I'd have followed you to heaven, I'd have lived 1,000 lives. But the weight of all you're leaving is a burden I can't bear, and the pieces of forever are beyond all my repair. The echoes of your promises just mock me as they fade in the silence of the future that you carelessly unmade. You broke the trust, you broke the hope, you broke the life we planned. Now I'm standing in the ruins with the pieces in my hand. Just broken promises scattered on the floor. Can't believe in always anymore. You promised. The edges of the room dissolve whenever you are near, until the only thing that's solid is the fact that you are here. Your face is like a watercolor washing through my mind, the sweetest kind of hazy that a heart could ever find. We're drifting in a golden fog, a soft and velvet glow, where the hours lose their numbers and the world begins to slow. I don't need the sharpened lines or the clarity of day, as long as I can feel you in this beautiful delay.
But the blur is turning into smoke, it's stinging in my eyes, and I'm losing you in shadows and a forest of disguise. I'm reaching through the static just to try and find your head, but you're fading into static like a line drawn in the sand. It's getting hard to breathe now, it's getting hard to see. If such a lovely spell that I never could dispel. We were out of focus, baby, like a dream inside a dream. Sewing up the daylight with a shimmering silver seam. I love the way you'd vanish in the steam of morning tea, then reappear like magic just to press your lips to me. A soft focused devotion, a bouquet light of grace, finding all my heaven in the blurring of your face. But the blur is turning into smoke that's stealing my eyes, and I'm losing you in shadows and a forest of the sky. I'm reaching through the static just to try and find your hand, but you're fading into static like a line drawn in the sand. It's getting hard to breathe now, it's getting hard to see if you were ever really standing right in front of me. My vision's drowning out in gray, the focus starts to break, and I'm crying for a masterpiece. Oh, gently on the I'd rather have the sneer of you, the smells of who we were, than a life of perfect details where the colors never stir. Because the way we bled together, like ink upon the rain, was the only kind of beauty that could ever numb the pain. Now the image is distorted, the lens is cracked and cold, and I'm holding on to stories that I've never quite been told. I'm blinking back the salt and fire, trying to make it clear, but you're just a smudge of nothingness that used to be so dear. It's all just blurred, It's washed away.
the outlines of our love are turning into ghost white gray.
I can't see you anymore.
I can't see us anymore. Blurred. The velvet curtains of the night are draped around your frame, and I find a hidden music in the syllables of your name. We waltz across the attic floor where time has gone to sleep, in a garden made of promises we swore that we would keep. Your fingers trace the lifeline on the center of my palm, and the chaos of the world outside dissolves into a calm. You are the masterpiece I waited centuries to see, a brushstroke of pure light. with a shield made out of promises to keep away the night. You called me your commander, the captain of your soul. The only thing in this broken world that ever made you whole. We marched through the
Valley where the roses used to bloom, building a cathedral in a small and quiet room. Your kiss was a flag planted deep within my chest, the only place this weary heart could finally find its rest.
But now I'm screaming at the sky, and I'm bleeding on the field with a broken piece of iron where I used to have a shield.
This isn't a victory, it's a long and lonely war, and I don't know what I'm fighting or I'm dying for anymore.
My battle cry is shaking, it's a sob inside the dark as I try to find the fire from a single dying spark.
My tears are hitting armor that is rusted out and thin. I'm losing every battle now that you're not here to win. Hear my battle cry. It's just a long goodbye. I still feel the phantom of your hand upon my face. Back when love was the only weapon that we ever had to trace. We were a twin flame army, a revolution of the high, swearing that the world could never tear our lives apart.
You were the be the perfect soldier, I'd be the perfect man. I'd hold the line forever, I'd never let you go. Through the fire and the fury and the heavy winter snow.
Once upon a time we were written in the stars, with thorns on the roses and no silver-tongued scars. The ink was still wet on a page made of gold, the greatest adventure that's ever been told. You were the hero in the light of the fire, the king of my heart and my only desire. We danced through the chapters of always and now, with the weight of a kingdom in every sweet vow. But the spine is snapping and the pages are torn, and I'm freezing in the places where we used to be warm. The happy ever after was a lie on the tongue, a song for the foolish, a song for the young. I'm staring at the end in the cold gray light, while the ink turns to salt in the middle of the night. Our story is closed and the cover is black, and there's no magic word that can bring you back. It's just paper and dust, paper and dust. I remember the morning we lived in the clouds, far from the noise and the ghosts of the crowds. You read me the poems you hid in your sleeves, in a forest of amber and midsummer leaves. We were a fable that the wind used to sing. Every touch was a diamond, every word was a ring. I lived in your margins, I breathed in your prose, the most beautiful secret that anyone knows. But the spine is snapping and the pages are torn, and I'm freezing in the places where we used to be warm. The happy ever after was a lie on the tongue, a song for the foolish, a song for the young. I'm staring at the end in the cold gray light, while the ink turns to salt in the middle of the night. Our story is closing, the cover is black, and there's no magic word that can bring you back. Back to the middle of the book, to the very first breath and the very first look. I'd memorize every syllable and rhyme to stay in that version of us for all time. Because loving you was the only truth I ever read, the only soft pillow for my weary head. Now the library's empty and the candles are low, and I'm watching the ghost of our love start to go. The final period is a hole in my chest where the story